Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Ajax Road to Glory. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. In the previous game, had one game in the Champions League and one game in the Eredivisie. And of course, the first game was against AEK Athens in the Champions League. We needed to bag the win to make sure that Bayern Munich do not finish top. And it comes down to the final game in today's episode against Bayern Munich to see who finishes top of the Champions League group. And of course, we beat Athens 3-1 and absolutely dominated on the day. And then the second game in the previous episode was against a team called ADO Den Haag. And we absolutely turned up, absolutely dominated and battered them 6-1. And that's the one thing I've noticed in the Ajax Road to Glory. When it comes to scoring goals, we have no problem doing that because I think we've got around 44, maybe even 45 goal difference in the Eredivisie, absolutely dominating. It's a shame I didn't do the fan objectives for this series more than the Liverpool one, because one of the fan objectives is at the end of the season, whatever the goal difference is, we're going to donate that amount in British pounds to charity. And right now in the Eredivisie, we are absolutely dominating. But I've got two things to discuss before we get into today's episode, guys. Number one is for everyone that tuned in. Lee did tune in, so thank you to Lee. I'm not sure about anyone else, but on Friday, so 3 days ago, I live streamed myself playing FIFA 19 Pro Clubs and really enjoyed it. And basically what I'm trying to do is every Friday, just for an hour or so, do a little bit of streaming so you guys can come and talk to me live. Now, I know a few of you said, Brad, by the time you're streaming at 8 p.m. UK time, it's like midnight. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I do apologise over that, guys, and I will try and do it a little bit earlier on so more of you can tune in. If you'd like to let me know times that are good for you, down below in the comment section. So wherever you're from, let's say you're from Brazil. You say, Brad, 5 p.m, just after me tea, I'm from Brazil, is that any good? And then I'll have a look at what time that'd be in the UK and see if it's doable. Also, quickly want to mention, as I said there, Lee tuned in. Lee also let me know that this team are about to play in today's episode, the first game against PEC. And supposedly, from what Lee said, it's pronounced, so Z-V-O-L-E-R, Zvola, which I hope that is correct. And thanks very much, Lee, for leaving a comment. A few of you have constantly said, Brad, go and get a future star from the catalogue. Now, if I'm completely honest, guys, I've never bought anything from the future. I've never bought anything from the catalogue other than stuff for pro clubs on previous FIFAs. I've never bought anything whatsoever. So we are going to jump over to the catalogue. I promised you guys that we would do that in this episode. So we're going to jump over now to the catalogue and we're going to look at buying a future star before we get into today's episode. Right, guys, so I didn't realise you can just press the right stick in the top right corner and it brings up the catalogue for things in Manager Career. I can kind of flick through as well. I can look at footballs, I can look at all the items, but mainly because I'm in the Manager Career mode, I can look at things for the Manager Career mode. Now, obviously, number one is career focused training. There's no point in that right now because the training system on FIFA, as you all know, is absolutely broken. It's diabolical, and that's exactly why this week I'm releasing a video called hashtag Change Career Mode, and I'm hoping that somebody will see it and maybe make some changes for FIFA 20. I'm not hopeful that anyone will see it, but fingers crossed. There's also a career rematch ability. I don't want anything like that. But I had a little flick through, and one thing I did see was the financial takeover. And basically what that does is, you see there in the bottom left, financial support by way of a billionaire owner. So once we redeem it, it will be automatically increased on the career mode. So if we bought this in this career mode, the Ajax Road to Glory, we will get a huge sum of money. Now, with me seeing that, obviously, guys, this is your Road to Glory. This is your career mode, and you guys make all the decisions. That's exactly why we're going for a future star. Now, if I quickly read over this, a scout will be sent to identify a future star, and will report back in a few weeks. The next time you enter career mode, and it can only be redeemed once per season. So we need to do it this season. But I had a look at this financial takeover, and I thought, we're only a month away till we get into January. Would that be something that you guys are interested in? Obviously, this is your guys' career mode. It can be as realistic as you want or as unrealistic. So is there a chance that Ajax get bought out by a billionaire owner? It's possible. We could also not do it. But if we do it, it means we can bring some incredible stars in. Otherwise, on the flip side, we're doing pretty well. I don't personally think we need the money. We've already offloaded a couple of players to give us a little bit of financial money in January, so we can look at doing a little bit of bulking or maybe improving somewhere. Or if we suffer with a bad injury, we can look at bringing someone else in. I know one player that you guys have been absolutely smashing in the comment section. It is Enes Bardi, and you're telling me to get him when Loftus-Cheek goes back. maybe we could look at sending Loftus-Cheek back early and get 50% of his wages back, because obviously we're 50-50 with Chelsea right now, and we could look at putting that into Ennis Bardi. If we'd done a financial takeover, I'm sure we'd have no problem with signing Ennis Bardi, but you guys have been asking for a future start, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So if we click A on that, we can redeem item. Congratulations, you now own this item. Now, I'm not sure if we automatically get it. Let's have a little read again. A scout will be sent to identify a future star and will report back in a few weeks the next time you enter career mode. So I'm guessing I maybe have to come out of the career mode and come back into it. So I'll do that. I'm not 100% sure. In fact, I didn't even realise that there's a level 5 future star. I just done the level 10. But nevertheless, it doesn't really matter. So what I'll do now, guys, is I'll jump out of career mode, jump back in, and then hopefully we'll have a scout looking for that future star. Right, guys, so we bought the future star. I saved the game. I backed out. I've come back into it, and we have an email over in the office. So if we jump over to the inbox, we can see there an email from the assistant manager with the subject, Scout has been dispatched. Hey, boss, I've sent out our best scout out to search through his scouting networks and find us a lad with great talent and the potential to be world class. Expect more on this in the next few weeks. So there we go. The assistant has sent out a scout, and we are going to look for a future player. Now, obviously, we don't get to choose the position or anything like that. Might be a goalkeeper, centre back, might be a winger. We have no idea, but we definitely will look over that in the next coming weeks when we get our next email in. But we'll go ahead and delete that email. And now it's all about this team, PEC Zwolle. I am super duper excited for this game. We've got this game in the Eredivisie, and then we've got a massive game against Bayern Munich to decide who finishes top of the Champions League group. And this is the lineup I am putting out against Zwolle. We have Bandy up top in the striker position, CM De Jong, Tadic and Ziyech in the central attacking midfield roles. A little bit deeper, we've got Eating and Loftus-Cheek, and then we've got Tagliafico, Daley Blind, De Ligt and Mazraoui at the back, with Onana in goal. Now, a few of you might be looking at that team thinking, Brad, you're not starting a strong starting 11 here. Where's Dolberg? Where's Foden? Where's Mukele? What is going on? Simple as this, guys. We've got a big game against Bayern that we need to win. So I've decided I'm going to play a few of the smaller, younger players. And then if we do well in the first half, I'll continue to play with that team. If we're not winning or we're only winning by a goal, I'll bring on some of the big guns and then we can look to push on. But right now, I've got to make sure we keep the team rotated because we've got a massive game against Bayern Munich. And although we'd love to go this whole season undefeated, we need to make sure that we also win in the Champions League. And without any further ado, we need to get into this game against Zwolle. Hopefully it bagged the 3 points. We are still undefeated in the Eredivisie. I'm hoping that changing some players and dropping some of the big names, the likes of De Jong, who plays in CDM with Loftus-Cheek, the likes of Dolberg, Mukele. I'm hoping that is not going to have too much of an impact on this team because we need to keep it rotated. We've got a massive game up next against Bayern Munich where we need to bag the 3 points and hopefully finish top of the Champions League group, which would be absolutely unbelievable. Right now, we're travelling to Crown Lane. It's all about this game against PEC Zwolle. We need to bag the 3 points. Let's get into it. Let's get down to business and give you guys a show. We're at a very difficult time in the season right now. We're trying to stay undefeated in the Eredivisie, but we're also trying to finish top in the Champions League. But one thing that we did box off in the last episode is whether we beat Bayern, lose to Bayern, or even draw, we are guaranteed to go through to the knockout stages, which is absolutely unbelievable. We're having an incredible first season with Ajax. It's reminding me so much of the Liverpool career mode in Season 1. Best defensive teams, we've only let 6 goals in. Half of what the team in second place have, who have let in 12. We have really got to get to grips with this, and I'm hoping early on we can look for an early goal and put this game to bed. But it is going to be Zwolle to get this game kicked off, and let's see what we can do in this first half period. Let's keep the pressure on here. Nicely done. Go into middle. Is Tadic. Is Ziyech, round the corner now to Bandy. Bandy looking to put him on, and we're 1-0 up. He's put it in the back of the net. I was literally just saying a couple of seconds ago, in the previous episode, Bandy pulled off one of the most incredible lofted lobs I have ever scored in a FIFA. He's through one-on-one with the keeper on the left side of the box, chips it over the keeper and just under the bar, and once again Bandy with an incredible goal takes it to the right side of the keeper and drills it back to the left side. Does take a deflection off the keeper's arm and it goes into the side net and on the inside of the goal, and we are 1-0 up after just 10 minutes. What a great start this is into the middle. De Jong's going to pick that up nicely. CM De Jong playing it through now to Tadic. Tadic over the top looking for Bandy, and Bandy is going to be away. Bandy takes it to the right, looks to put it to the left. He's put it over the bar. Tried to just edge away from the defender, take it to the right side of the goal like his previous shot, and then drill it back left. But it's on the volley. It's very difficult, and we've got to remember he's only young and low rated. Let's go Loftus-Cheek, nicely done. Eating into the middle now, play it through to Ziyech. First time from Ziyech, it's in the back of the net. Beautiful, beautiful bit of football there. We intercept the ball. It's a nice roll ball straight through to Ziyech, who takes it first time on his left foot. It takes a little bit of height, dips down nicely, and beats the keeper. And right before half time, we find ourselves 2-0 up against Voller. Look at this, nice ball through there, plenty of space, first time, and it's in that top left corner. Nice bit of dip as well, and it is Ziyech's fourth goal in the Eredivisie. Let's keep the pressure on here, lads. Let's keep the pressure on the coming forwards now. Let's make sure we deal with it. Cutting it back into the middle. Loftus-Cheek gets there. Tadic comes away with a ball. And before we manage to get a break, the referee does blow for half-time. And we are absolutely dominating. Considering I took a bit of a risk by rotating some of the bigger players to rest them for the game against Bayern Munich, we're doing very well. Adu Den Haag, the team we played in the previous episode, and battered them 6-1 or 1-1 against the Scrap, or the Graf Scrap, however you pronounce their name. But we're absolutely dominating right now. Looking at the team, I'm going to probably play for the next 10 minutes and then look to take Tadic and Loftus-Cheek off, because realistically they are the two players looking the most unfit, and we need to keep them nice and fit for the game against Bayern Munich. But absolutely dominated against Voller right now. Let's hope we can continue it in the second half. Into Bandy. Bandy laying it off now to Tadic. Edge of the box. Looks to hit one. Tadic nearly puts us 3-0 up. Let's look at going round the corner now. Playing it through now to Labyad, who should be through on goal. Oh, he just must be offside. It must be so close. Foden, I took an extra touch there. Probably shouldn't have. Wow. That must be millimetres that Labyad's offside there. Foden laying it off to De Jong. Back to Foden. Foden on the edge of the box. Looks to Ben one. It's just wide a goal. Into the middle for Eating. De Jong. And as we play it into CM De Jong, the referee does blow for full time. And once again, guys, I am speechless. Yes, we didn't do too much. We had a few shots in the second half, but unfortunately didn't put one in the back of the net. But the most important thing is we put a rotated team out. We managed to get the win 2-0. We've now got another goal difference added to our already goal difference in the 40s of an extra 2. We keep a clean sheet. We've absolutely just smashed that. And the best thing is, I managed to do it with a rotated team, which means some of the big guns can happily be played against Bayern Munich. Now, let's get back to the Central. Let's sort out the team, and let's get ready for this huge game in the Champions League. It's the final game in the group stages, and we've really got to dominate and beat the German giants Bayern Munich. Right, and here we are, guys, back at the Central, about to face off against FC Bayern Munich in the final game of the Champions League group. And this is easily the biggest and hardest challenge we have faced this season, because as you can see from the group there, they're on 13 points, we are on 11. If we do beat Bayern, we will go to 14 points and finish top of the Champions League group. This game is massive. It's easily the biggest game this season, guys, and we really need to bag the win. Now, last time we did face off against Bayern Munich, we went 2-0 down by 50 minutes. They scored one with Lewandowski in the first half, and then I think it was James Rodriguez who scored in about the 52nd minute. We were 2-0 down. But it was the big man, Donny van der Beek, to score 2, bring us back to level terms, and keep us in this absolutely unbelievable run in the Champions League. And now it comes down to this game. And unfortunately, our best team, our starting 11, is not fully fit. But this is the best lineup I can put out against Bayern Munich. We've got the big man, Kasper Dolberg, up top in that striker position. We've got Neres, the unbelievable Champions League scorer, Van der Beek, and Ziyech in the central attack and midfield roles. Frenkie de Jong and Loftus-Cheek in the central defensive midfield. Tagliafico, Daley Blind, De Ligt and Mukiele at the back, with of course Onana in goal. You can see Ziyech, Loftus-Cheek, De Ligt, Tagliafico. They're not fully fit, especially Loftus-Cheek, but I'm just hoping they've got enough in the tank to sort out the first 45 minutes. I think if we can go in at half time with at least a 1 or 2-0 goal lead, I'll be very, very happy. But the one thing I remember at the back of my mind is where last time we played Bayern Munich, they come out very strong, passing very quick. It was like playing against FC Barcelona. They were ticky-tacky football, quick passing, long balls. They were doing it all. And I'm just hoping that we can honestly do a job against them, because even if we beat them 1-0, if we hold out for a 1-0 and bag those 3 points, we will finish top of the Champions League. And the one bonus that we have, the one positive thing to come out of this game, is we are at the Johan Cruyff Arena. We are at home. We're going to have the home fans behind us, and I'm hoping that man in the midfield, or in the centre of the central attacking midfield, Donny van der Beek, can do his job once again, do his duty, and score an absolutely unbelievable goal in the Champions League, because it's that man right there that has pulled us out of the mud so many times. But let's get into this game against Bayern Munich, and let's keep our fingers crossed we can bag the 3 points and finish top of the Champions League group. The biggest game of Season 1. Considering this is just a game, I am nervous for this, because we have dominated in the Eredivisie and we have done so well already in the Champions League. But if we win this game in our first season at Ajax, we will finish top of the group. We will beat Bayern to that top space. Derek Ray and Lee Dixon are the commentators. Dolberg, Neres, Donny van der Beek, Ziyech, they've got to turn up. Phil Foden to come on in the second half to try and link up with Dolberg as usual. The big men at the back have got to do a job. They've got to keep the likes of James Rodriguez, Lewandowski. They've got to keep them out. Onana has got to pull off some incredible saves. We're against one of the easily previous best goalkeepers in the world, Manuel Neuer. Probably not the best anymore, but in his younger years, clearly, easily one of the best, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. It's Dolberg to kick us off in this first half. Let's get it kicked off, and let's see what we can do in this first 45-minute period. Ziyech looking at pushing on now. Let's try and put Dolberg in behind. Dolberg already looking to get in behind. Kasper Dolberg gets a shot off. Big save from Manuel Neuer. What a start. The nerves. Let's try and settle them, and let's get down to business. Is Neres into the middle to Donny van der Beek. On the edge of the box, Donny van der Beek gets a shot off. And Loftus-Cheek's going to pick that up. Let's go back to Loftus-Cheek. Up to Ziyech. Ziyech waiting for Mukiele, and Mukiele could be in behind once again. Nice little ball into the middle now. Looking for Neres, back post. It's cleared away. And I don't know how Manuel Neuer has kept that out. Ball out wide. Oh, come on, lads. We've got to do a job here. Here's James Rodriguez playing it in. Muller strikes. Onana with a big save. Loftus-Cheek round the corner to Ziyech. I've got Mukiele on the overlap now. Mukiele coming forwards. It's a little bit of a heavy touch. Keeps it in. Dolberg was there. Dolberg was there. Unbelievable. Let's play this through now. Ziyech, edge of the box. Looks to hit one. Just wide of goal. Nicely done. Keep that pressure on. Let's get in there. Nice tackle there. The referee is going to pull it back. He says it's a foul on Mukiele, who now picks up a yellow card. Both left backs are all left back, and their right back is on a yellow card. Ball coming into the middle. Let's deal with it. It's flicked on. Onana clears. Let's get rid of it. Get rid of it. I can't believe that. That is absolutely sickening. Onana punches out. Should have let the ball maybe go out. Looked at clearing it out. It's a terrible clearance. I have no idea who tried to kick that ball out. Ball in. Headed on. Onana saves. That ball there. I think it is Tagliafico. Oh, no, I can't believe that. I honestly can't. That is an absolute sickener. But we've got to keep our heads up. We've got to keep pushing on. And we've got to hope that something comes from this game. Here's Neres into Donny van der Beek, playing it through now to Dolberg, flicking it through to Neres. Neres! He's only got to do it. I don't know why I'm saying Neres. It's the main man, Ziyech. We've only gone and done it. Minutes later, we've equalised. They normally say after you score within the next 5 minutes, that's when the other team will come out, and we come out. I can't believe I said Neres, though. I thought Neres was on this right side. It's not, it's Ziyech. And we're back on level terms. It's 1-1. We beat Manuel Neuer only just as well. He tries to make himself as big as possible, but we managed to slot one out, and we're back on level terms. 5 minutes before half time. Dolberg waiting for that ball now. Let's go, Neres. Use the pace, son. Use the pace, Neres. We're going to have Ziyech at back post, ball in. No, he's there. Terrible, terrible ball from Neres. I thought that could have been it. If we'd have scored then, I would have been screaming. They're trying to come forwards. Let's get a foot in now. Tagliafico, Donny van der Beek. We're looking to get off on the break. But the referee blows for half time at the Johan Cruyff Arena. I'm so happy we got that goal there was there. Because honestly, if we'd have gone in 1-0 down, it could have been a whole different game. Because Bayern would have come out, look for a second goal, and then probably shut shop. But it's 1-1. Yes, they're still going to finish top of the group, and they may well shut shop and be happy with the 1 point. But we are Ajax, and we will come out gunning now for this second goal. Let's get into the second half and see if we can find that second goal earlier rather than later. Let's get there, Neres. Nicely done. Here's Van der Beek into the middle now for Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek wanting to go out wide to Mukiele. Mukiele looking to push on. Here's Mukiele. Few little Ajax players in the middle. Try to put the ball in, but David Alaba puts it out. Let's get on there. Nicely done. Donny van der Beek into the middle now for Dolberg. Dolberg looking to dance through the middle now. Neres! Oh, he's drilled it wide. Oh, I don't believe it. Let's go, lads. Here's Lewandowski looking at darting round. Tagliafico try and get a foot in. Ball into the middle. Let's get rid of it. Mukiele looks at clearing it. Let's get there. Dolberg, who's headed it on. Take a touch now. Donny van der Beek, play it round. Is there? Oh, Alaba's all over it. Alaba is all over it. Let's get there. Oh, nicely done. Let's put a ball in now. Ball into the middle. Dolberg. We're 2-1 up. We're 2-1 up. Unbelievable. David Alaba makes the biggest mistake he possibly could in the 73rd minute. He gifts the ball. I thought it was going to be a foul. To me, Ziyech takes him out, but I don't care. He drills a lovely ball into Dolberg, and it's 2-1. And if Bayern want to finish top of this group, they've got to come knocking. And it's his second goal for Dolberg in the Champions League, and what an important goal that is. Foden out wide now to Tagliafico. Go on, Foden, break forward, son. Here's Foden. Looking forward now to Donny van der Beek, who takes a touch and should have hit it. He's offside, and I'm glad he's offside. We've got 1 minute to go. Let's go, Foden. 1 minute to go. Surely we can do this, lads. Push forwards, keep going. Keep going. Let's go, Foden. Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on. Nicely done, Foden. Send them backwards. Nicely done. And there we go. The referee's blowing for full time. We finished top of our group in the Champions League after beating the German Giants 2-1. I don't even care that my voice might be going. What a game. We've actually done it, lads. We've done it.
In the knockout stages. Well done indeed.
Well, as we run the rule over this man's work,
I cannot believe it. I have got goosebumps. After going 2-0 down in the first game and bringing it back to 2-2 and picking up the 1 point, we brought it right down to the last game in the group stages against Bayern. And we've beat them on the day 2-1. I don't know if you guys will agree with me whether Ziyech did technically cause a foul on David Alaba and then drill the ball in to Dolberg at the far post. But on the day, we have just beat the German Giants 2-1. And the most important thing to come out of that game for me, guys, is it goes to show it doesn't matter how high rated the team is, how much money they spend on players, how big the club is, how good the bench is. It goes to show when you put your heart and soul into it, because this Ajax team, you've got to remember, the starting 11's great. We've got a few up-and-coming players on the bench, but we don't have a whole team of 83 plus, 84 plus maybe, like Bayern Munich. But we have heart, we have soul, and on the day we showed it. And we've beat the German Giants, FC Bayern Munich 2-1. I am speechless. And here we are, guys, back at the Central for the final time in today's roller coaster of an episode. Not only did we win our first game in the Eredivisie 2-0, kept a clean sheet and bagged the 3 points. We then had the biggest game of this series and of this season so far against the massive club, because they are a massive club, Bayern Munich. We went 1-0 down, but within minutes, we fought, we showed heart, and we equalised. We went in at half-time, drawing, back on level terms, 1-1. We fought, and we fought. And after that final whistle blew, we've just beat Bayern Munich to finish top of the group in the Champions League, and we beat them 2-1. Absolutely speechless. I cannot believe we have just pulled that off, and that just goes to show how unbelievable this series is going to be and has been so far. Now, quickly, I've already jumped over to the office and unfortunately read the email, but there is an email that I want to include. You can see there, it's tournament prize money. Now, unfortunately, we don't see this money, which is a shame. Hopefully, EA will fix this for FIFA 20. But based on your performance in the competition, the club has received additional funds. The funds will allow us to increase the transfer budget allocation for your up-and-coming season. So basically, the more prize money you win in the first season, the more money you get in the second season. That's why I think in the Liverpool career mode, I received 230 million for season 2 because we won everything. But we have just progressed through to the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League, and the prize money was €27.85 million. Now, last few little things I want to mention before the end of today's episode, guys. Number one is the microphone. Obviously, you guys know I have been back and forth trying to fix the reason that there is static. There is background noise. It sometimes repeats what I say. So I might say a player's name and it repeats it 2 or 3 times. It's like it gets stuck. Fingers crossed now, the microphone is spot on. Now, I did upload a Liverpool career mode episode, I think last week. And I did say, it's a little bit loud, guys. Hopefully, I can get it sorted for the next episode. The next episode, you guys said the level, the volume was great. And a lot of you are saying, Brad, the microphone sounds spot on. I'm hoping you're all going to give me the answer now. I want everyone to leave a comment down below that has watched this episode. Let me know what you thought of the mic. Out of 10, what would you give it? Is it clear? Is it crisp? Can you hear static anymore? Can you hear background noise? Is it spot on? And is it living up? Because at the end of the day, this microphone is a professional studio microphone. It's not cheap. It's a very expensive microphone. And I need it to be, pulling off all the unbelievable qualities that it has, the clearness, the crispiness. It needs to all be there for you guys to have the best content I can possibly produce. But that is one of the topics I want to discuss, guys. The microphone. You need to let me know. The Liverpool career mode, or in fact, let's stay on the Ajax career mode for now, or the road to glory. A few of you have been mentioning, Brad, what are you doing at the end of season 1? This is our career mode. What's the plan? Simple as this, guys. I'm going to mention it once, and if you guys are still here, great. If you're not, then unfortunately you won't hear this part. But if you ever see a comment from someone and you know the answer, make sure you comment on their comment, because I see so many people getting on now. I see the likes of Kuru. I see the likes of MTA. I see the likes of Lee. So many of you guys getting on with each other, and that's exactly what I want to see. There's so many of you talking to each other, and I really do appreciate that. So if you ever see a question, someone asks a question or recommends something and you know the answer to it, definitely leave a comment on their comment, because we are building an unbelievable community here. But what I want to say is, a few of you have been asking, Brad, what's the plan after season 1 of the Ajax? And it's as simple as this, guys. It's your career mode. Even though I am playing it and I control it, you guys make all the decisions when it's come to transfers, when it comes to the future star or the future scout, when it's going to come to, we've mentioned today about maybe getting a financial takeover in January. It's all down to you guys. Obviously, what I'll do is, at the last episode in December, I will do a straw poll for the financial takeover. If you guys want it, vote yes. If you don't, vote no. It's entirely up to you. It's your guys' road to glory. At the end of season 1, we pretty much have 3 options how it stands right now. We continue and do a season 2, which obviously these options, guys, are the options that I've come up with. If anyone else has another option, then let me know. But these are the 3 options so far, and you guys will, of course, vote on a straw poll for it. We've got continue and do a season 2. There is leave Ajax at the end of season 1 and move to another team, but continue this save. So, for example, if people don't really understand, you go to office, you go to browse jobs. Now, I don't want to do it because I don't want to see what jobs are available in case I'm like, oh, should we go there? At the end of the season, we browse jobs, and basically if there is teams without a manager, you will be offered those jobs. So whether it's, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Spurs, Watford, Wolves, doesn't matter who, you get offered. So, number 1, we stay at Ajax for another season. Number 2 is we stay in this save, but we move elsewhere. And number 3 is we do a one-hit wonder, a road to glory. We try and win everything we can in season 1, and then we do a whole nother career mode. So we go to another team, we start a brand new save back in season 1, and we go from there. They are the 3 options right now. Just thought I'd let you guys know, because obviously a few of you are asking, so I thought I'd let you know. But until the end of the season, we're not really sure where this is going, guys. It depends. If we win the Champions League, the Orange Beker, and also the Eredivisie, Do we need to do a season 2? Do we move somewhere else and try and do that in another league? We just don't know, but we'll have to wait and see what happens at the end, of season 2. And the last thing I want to talk about, guys, this week there will be a hashtag change career mode episode dropping, which is basically all the things that we want to see in FIFA 20. All you guys have sent me, pictures or told me about problems that you had. We're going to discuss them in the video. And basically all it's going to be is there's going to be some gameplay of a kickoff game. I'm going to play Liverpool versus whoever. I might also put it on ultimate difficulty just to see how we get on with that ultimate difficulty, because in the next season of whatever we do in this career mode and also the Liverpool one, if I'm doing that well, we may well look at going up to ultimate. So I might test out ultimate on a kickoff game. There's basically going to be some gameplay, but we're going to discuss topics. And what I'm basically saying about this video is I'd appreciate if all you guys could support it, share it, like it, comment on it, because the more we try and get EA to see problems with their game, especially career mode, the more chance there is they change it for FIFA 20. I personally don't think they're going to do anything for FIFA 19, so we can hope for FIFA 20, which seems madness because we're only into 2019 by a couple of weeks. We're still in January. We've still got till September, but hopefully in the next coming months, if so many people create content saying what they want for FIFA 20, then hopefully the people at EA will listen and possibly give us what we want. But they are the 3 topics I want to discuss, guys, and I'm going to leave the episode there. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.